I'm Mark Adams, and welcome to episode 17 of Marksmess Podcast, where with my daughters Charlotte and Catherine,
Charlotte and Catherine,
we look at the world of geekery using the alphabet as a guide. That was very fast, you two stopping that.
Were we supposed to do that?
Yes, oh yes.
Oh, right.
This month is the letter O, and we're going for odds and ends. Just wee bits that we haven't been able to fit in anywhere else. Bits and bobs. So we're going to be doing this podcast a wee bit different from our usual one. We're going to have different sections that we're going to be talking about different things. We're going to be talking about some of the movies that we went to see.
This is the index he's telling you.
The
Index. Or is it the index or the contents?
contents.
Content.
The index is in alphabetical order. I have to now tell it in alphabetical order to make it an index.
The contents.
There should be a movie called The Contents. The Contents.
There was a commitment.
Now.
There was a. What about the condiments? The group of singers. There's pepper, salt, red sauce,
Chickens.
chicken. Chicken is not a condiment. And anyway, we're going to be looking at some of the movies that we've seen. So there will be spoilers in that. We're going to be looking at some of the things that have happened in Doctor Who and how the girls are feeling about that. So there will be spoilers in that.
Ooh.
We are going to be answering a question set to us by Uncle John. So thank you very much. If any of you do have any questions you want to ask us, you can on email at
Marksmess@gmail.com.
on our Twitter,
At Marksmess Podcast without the T.
on our webpage, marksmesspodcast.blogspot.com, and our Facebook page,
Marksmess Podcasts.
which would be great if you can contact us. But first, we have a bit of communication from two of our fans. Ruth and Darren Sutherland have sent us a package, and thank you very much to Ruth and Darren. It was very generous of you. What we did, we recorded us opening the package because it was great excitement. But thank you very much to Ruth and Darren.
Thank you!
And we really appreciate what you got us. We'll let you listen to a bit of us opening the present so you can join in that as well. But it was extremely generous. Okay, here we are, and there's a bit of excitement, a bit of a buzz around our house today.
We've been waiting all day.
We've been waiting all day to record this
We haven't known half of
We've been waiting all month.
because we got a parcel. This is the parcel.
Ooh.
Have a look, girls. First of all, it says here it's from Ruth and Darren Sutherland. Very good of them to send it to us. They, of course, are from Xenozonic Xenophiles, Warlord Warworlds, and what's that other one?
Checkertalk.com.
Right, first of all, let's do the Christmas test. Give it a slight rattle. Okay.
The right hand side and the left hand
Okay, Catherine?
Oh, if you shift it about, it's not.
That's a very shifty about thing. Right, shall we open it?
Yes!
Anyway, before we open it, do you want to say thank you to the Sutherlands?
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, he's rip it.
Right, what does it say?
Fritos?
Fritos, right?
Flavor twist honey barbecue.
What we would call
Now
crisps.
that's how you should fill a crisp packet. That's full.
Is it nice and full?
It is full.
Well, it's full.
Honey barbecue flavour.
So
Have we
full.
ever had honey barbecue flavour?
Nope.
Had barbecue.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, lovely. We've got crisps.
Won't do it then.
Or what do Americans call crisps?
Chips.
No, I
Cracker Jack, the
Cracker
original. It's popcorn.
Popcorn and peanuts together. I've heard of Cracker Jacks. I never knew what they were.
Sounds like Flapper
No,
Jacks.
that's very full as well. They fill their stuff well.
They do. Okay, Catherine. Oh, more crisps.
Lace. Sour
Lay's.
cream and onion flavoured crisp.
No, this would be more like
Oh, it looks like Walker's crisp.
or chips.
It looks like the same logo as well.
It does. It looks like something we have. We'll have to taste them later on. Okay, Catherine, you do that one.
Cape cod kettle. Wait, kettle cooked potato chips, sweet mesquite barbecue.
Okay, I've sweet what?
Mesquite.
Yeah, mascot.
Mess quite? I don't know.
Okay, we don't know what that word. This is exciting. It's food. Okay. Oh, this is the one that's open. Slightly.
Cape Cod waffle cut sea salt.
Right, those are slightly open. Do we have to try it?
Yeah.
Ooh, they look like these crisps I had once.
Catherine, you open that nice and gently. It's a lovely wrapped thing.
I have no idea.
idea.
Look at this. This is artwork from Trekker, Ron Randall, who has signed it. What does it say there, Charlotte?
To Charlotte, something
From
best.
Ron Randall.
Or from, I thought you said
So that is for you. That is a print by the artist. Oh, that's really special.
Sorry.
Here is another. Oh, this is beautiful things. There you go. What does it say?
To Catherine, best wishes.
Ron Randall.
Ooh.
That is fantastic. Oh, and there's another
It
one.
looks like there's a bunny there. It looks like a bunny.
It's a ninja bunny. I've really forgotten. Oh, here we go. There are things written here. Charlotte, could you read this out?
Hi, Mark, Charlotte, and Catherine.
Catherine and Charlotte.
Charlotte and Catherine.
Catherine and Charlotte.
Okay, just read it out.
Charlotte and Catherine. We wanted to send you something to thank you for the wonderful new friendship. Mark, we think we remember that you had picked up the Trekker Omnibus.
That's
So
right.
here are the other two books that have been released so far.
Wow.
Charlotte and Catherine.
Catherine and Charlotte.
Charlotte and Catherine.
Okay, just read
Charlotte
it.
and Catherine. Ron has many prints to choose from, and we hope you like the ones we picked. We also hope you enjoy the selection of snacks from the US.
We do.
Yes. Take care, Ruth and Darren, smiley face.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's fantastic. I get comics. Listen, this has been really, really fun opening this. I love that this is the 4th of July and they've wrapped the prints and the comics in red, white and blue paper.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We do appreciate the friendship as well. In the meantime, listen to the next promo, which will, of course, be for our friends Ruth and Darren. And we will see you after this break.
Bye.
Trekker Talk, a fan podcast devoted to the adventures of 23rd century bounty hunter Mercy St. Clair from the pages of Trekker Comics by creator, writer, and artist Ron Randall. I'm Darren.
And I'm Ruth. We'll be discussing the stories, characters, and art in this excellent retro sci-fi adventure series, as well as having side conversations about other areas of fandom.
We hope you'll join us as we travel from the dangerous back streets of New Galuf to the depths of outer space and everywhere in between.
Trekker Talk is available at podbean.com and on iTunes and Stitcher.
Find us at trekkertalk.com.
Okay, and welcome back. And
Hello.
just in case you want, we have got some spoilers coming up. We have seen some movies in the past while. We went to the cinema to see the cinema. We went to the films to see.
No, you call it the cinema. We are not.
We went to the cinema to see Despicable Me 3 as a family, which we've seen the first two. We, Catherine, for her birthday, got Moana.
Yeah.
We'll talk a wee bit about that, but also Charlotte and I went to see Spider-Man Homecoming. So if you're don't want to be spoiled for any of these, skip to the next bit. I don't know how long we'll be here, but we will.
Could be ages.
I don't think it'll be ages. We'll try and keep it brief. First of all, let's go brief. You're thinking about knickers, aren't you?
We don't know the meaning of brief apart from knickers.
Okay, sure.
And a briefcase.
Is that for carrying your knickers?
Wait, why is it called a briefcase?
You keep legally papers are sometimes called briefs.
Imagine if somebody said, right, bring your briefs to the next meeting. You brought all your briefs. You brought all your underwear instead of your paperwork.
You may not be in that job long. I think your law degree wouldn't have worked.
No.
Right, can we get on with this? Moana. No, we've seen it as a family together. We didn't get to see it in the movies. Right, very, very brief description of Moana. So, Catherine,
Yeah?
what's Moana?
In brief.
Brief. A very short.
Briefly.
Oh no, short. This is chaos. Right.
It's about a girl who wants to go on a sailboat with her pig.
Chicken.
No,
Chicken.
No,
Go on.
or no, she has a pig pet.
I think that this is getting too much detail.
It's about a girl who wants to leave their island to try and restore the heart of what's it?
Kenyati or something.
I can't remember. It's some like I don't know Hawaiian.
Other foreign language. It sounds like.
Okay, it is a Disney movie. She is a princess, so it's a new Disney princess.
Not a princess. She's a daughter of the tribe leader.
She's a chief.
She's the daughter of the chief.
No, but she ends up being a chief.
Spoilers. But we did tell them there would be spoilers. Right, first of all, Catherine, did you enjoy the movie?
Yeah.
What made it enjoyable?
There was a chicken called Hey Hey, and it just, instead of eating food, it ate like wood and stuff. It just ate random things.
So it's the sidekicks, the animal sidekicks.
No, and it's funny.
And it's funny. Yeah, the animal sidekicks in Disney movies are usually funny.
And the whole movie's funny.
And the whole movie, it is funny. The Rock played who was the big guy?
Maui.
Maui.
He was a demigod.
It was a demigod. And what is a demigod?
Half a half god.
Half a half god.
And then half a
Where
human.
a half god is your parent. Or in his case, where he was adopted by the gods.
You're half human, half god.
I think Catherine's got it right.
Ha!
No, then you'd be a half god.
Yeah. Demi means like semi. Does it not?
Then you would be a semi-god. Demi means half a semi.
Okay.
Okay, shush.
So
You're confusing everyone.
His parents were human, and then they didn't like him, so they just chucked him in a river. And then the gods, I think they adopted him, and then they brought him back onto Earth to make the people happy.
Okay.
And then he ended up stealing the heart of.
I thought you were going to say he ended up with stairs.
I thought you might say end up staring at the heart of
Tefiti or something.
Tefiti.
What were the songs like?
Oh, they're really nice.
Yeah, I found
Catchy.
myself singing one the other day.
What can I say?
Yeah, that's the one.
You're welcome.
I do apologise. Please do not adjust your headsets.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's move on to Despicable Me 3. I have to say, full disclosure, I could have slept through this one because I did not find any of it. I found it amusing but not funny. That's okay. That is my opinion. I am allowed it. What did you two think?
I thought it was really funny that his brother had hair.
That was the only joke.
No, there was other funny bits.
Okay, Charlotte.
I didn't think it was that funny.
Okay, out of the Despicable Me movies, including Minions,
Because that is Despicable Me.
yeah, is this sort of up there with the best of them, or
I liked it.
I think it's down there.
they're good movies? Now, it doesn't mean this is a bad movie. It just means it wasn't as good. It's not as bad as Peanuts.
Oh, that was terrible.
It was really boring.
I slept through it. It was great. Or Pudsey.
Oh dear, Pudsy's dead.
I liked
Yes,
it.
just in case any of you are Pudsey fans, Pudsey is a dog that won Britain's Got Talent, and he had a movie, and unfortunately, the past couple of days, he died.
Violin playing.
After a short illness. He was 11 years old.
That's fair enough.
That's fair enough.
Violin playing.
That's a cat. You were playing Mew 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 is a cat.
R.I.P. Pudsey.
Right. So, back to Despicable Me 3. Best bits of Despicable Me 3.
Well, there was loads of them, but one of them what I liked was when Angus. What was the one?
Who's Angus?
The littlest one.
Wait, what's the other one? Angus Marge, is it?
The three girls.
Yeah, the three girls were like in this. I can't remember what type of
was like
place
a
it was.
pub.
Yeah, and then because they thought it was because Angus thought was Agnes or Angus.
Agnes.
Agnes.
Because Agnes thought it was like a unicorn place because it was called Unicorn something, and then she was screaming because the guy had a unicorn horn, and then Lucy came in and started like half killing all the people, like fighting them.
Because they're spies.
Well, because she can fight and kill, and she thought the girls were in
And she's
trouble.
a spy.
Yeah. What was your favourite bit, Charlotte?
I don't really know. Didn't have any favourite parts.
Didn't know. But did you enjoy it?
It's okay.
Okay, right. That was Despicable Me 3. Let's move on to the main event.
Nothing.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
I actually coughed, like
Okay.
not on purpose.
Can I just start by saying, it was great? Okay, that's my review.
How many stars do you give it?
Oh, I give it the galaxy of stars. I thought it was great. Do you know some of the best things about it?
What?
Right, this is pure spoilers. They had damage control in it. And I was going, it's damage control. Damage control is a comic from the 80s and 90s. And it's about these people who sort of clean up after superheroes. Two of them yawned at the same time. But for them to bring damage control into the Marvel universe makes me believe they'll bring anything into the Marvel universe. I'm waiting for Power Pack.
Unicorn Man.
There's no such thing as Unicorn Man. The kangaroo. If they have the kangaroo
Girl.
and Stilt Man. Squirrel Girl is coming. Seriously. Ms. Marvel might come. I know.
Ms. Marvel, not Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel is coming. She's into Marvel Infinity War. Or Infinity Gauntlet, whatever they're going to call it. It was... There were things wrong with Spider-Man Homecoming, but boy, they were so forgivable. Everything just worked well together. It felt like an 80s teen movie that I would have watched. There was
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know because you haven't seen these ones. But I mean, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, it just felt like that. There was that feel to it. There were bits of it from the comics. You mentioned, Charlotte, about the Spider-Man lifting the stuff above his head, the rubble and stuff, when he was caught underneath the building that had collapsed. But there was also the bit where he's in suburbia and he can't web swing, and that's from a Peter David comic, and stuff like that. So what did you think, Charlotte?
Where's suburbia?
Suburbia is sort of in the outskirts of the town, like where we live, that there are no very tall buildings, and it's all houses.
Oh, yeah. Is that when he, crashed into a treehouse and then his eyes went all weird and the little girl screamed?
Yes. That's the other thing. Some of this stuff was in the trailer, but it didn't matter. It was still fun to see again within the context of the movie. What did you think, Charlotte?
I thought it was really good.
My favourite part?
You don't seem to have any favourite
Yeah, you don't seem to have any favourite parts. Third time they've done Spider-Man in the movies. And so 3 different characters. I actually went back and watched Amazing Spider-Man, the second attempt. It was rubbish. I'm going to get rid of my DVDs.
Why would it be called Spider-Man if Spider-Man wasn't in it?
Different actor playing Spider-Man. And a different take on the character.
What does that mean?
A different way of portraying Spider-Man. Have you ever watched... Let's see. That's a very difficult one for... Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
There are different cartoons of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And different ways they portray the characters. Fred is sometimes this no-nonsense person. Sometimes he's this guy who just loves traps.
I found my favourite bit.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
Sometimes this really disappointed me when I watched the movie a couple of years ago.
The Scooby-Doo live-action movie.
Then Fred's hair was brown.
Yeah, things like that.
I know.
The way they portray them. Flash Thompson in Spider-Man Homecoming was not a 6-foot-tall, muscle-bound sports jock. He was an Asian, intelligent, very clever person, but he was still a bit of a jerk. What was your favourite part, Charlotte?
Well, it's kind of spread throughout the whole movie. It's the way he talks to his suit and he has to choose a name for the suit.
Karen.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just the battles he has with the suit.
And
trying to get out of that place that he ends up in, trying out all the webs.
Mm-hmm. And it's it was just such a good movie. It's made me really want to watch the next time they have Spider-Man on screen. It's made me really want to get the DVD so we can slow motion past it. I mean, there's such a wee... I've looked up things. The headmaster in the school, do you remember him?
No.
Not really, but when we watch the DVD, you'll see him. He's the same actor who plays one of the Howling Commandos in Captain America, the First Avenger.
Okay.
And...
Howling Commandos. What? Who's Howling Commando?
That's the soldiers in Captain America that he teams up with. Okay? Like the guy with the bowler hat and stuff like that.
The guy with the moustache and
So-
the guy who speaks French.
Yeah. The same guy, and same guy who plays him, and he plays actually the grandson of that guy. We'll have to talk about this. The Captain America bits.
Oh, yeah.
They were so funny. Anyway, before we explode with geekiness, we're going to leave that here, and we'll see you after this promo that we're playing.
Ashford, what is Straight Out of Gallifrey?
Straight Outta Gallifrey is a podcast where Josh and I talk about Doctor Who episodes, classic and new, featuring other Time Lords as well as the Doctor.
There are other Time Lords?
Oh yes, it started all the way back with the first Doctor, William Hartnell.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. The Time Meddler.
That's correct, Kirsten.
Where can I find the episodes?
You can always go to straightoutagallifrey.libsyn.com.
I don't think I'll remember that.
Just add us on Twitter. We are So Gallifrey, like S-O Gallifrey.
Twitter feeds move too fast. I always miss stuff.
Well, subscribe to us on iTunes. That way, every time we upload a new episode, you will get the alert on your smarty device.
Cool, thanks. I can't wait to listen.
Okay, Kirsten, see you later.
Why are you walking into that blue box?
I'm going to have a couple of drinks with Mother Teresa of Calcutta. See ya.
You always say that. Whoa. It is real. So he does have drinks with Mother Teresa of Calcutta.
Okay, welcome back.
Hello.
Now, over the last few months, we've been watching a lot of Doctor Who. And just for spoilers, we're going to be talking about the latest season of Doctor Who, the last Peter Capaldi one, the one with Bill in it. Now, there was a bit of a dispute in our house whether we enjoyed it or not.
We
What?
We didn't.
So what happened?
Just didn't like it. It lost its pizzazz.
Yeah, it's... What do you think, Catherine?
I think it was okay, but I think it was funny the way he just talked about random stuff and I don't know.
That's what every doctor does.
No, I suppose. But there wasn't really anything special about him. The one before him, he ate fish fingers and custard, and the one before that, he had spiky hair, and he was just I don't know.
I personally think it got very, very hard science fiction. And when you get hard science fiction, it's not as entertaining as it is cerebral, as in you think about it.
Yeah, because most of them, about half of them were just him explaining stuff that you couldn't understand. That I had no idea what he was talking about, and nothing. Yeah, nothing actually happened. There was no monsters or anything. So I thought that was really boring about it.
And Doctor Who is supposed to be a family program so that all the family can understand it. But then the last season was more a science fiction geeky program, not a family program.
No, I can appreciate that from us. I watched the whole thing, and quite often it wasn't family orientated. I think you're right. Now, it's not that we don't like Doctor Who, because for my birthday, Julie bought me season 1, or what do you call him? What do you call the Doctor?
The Ninth Doctor.
For my birthday,
The leather jacket Doctor.
For my birthday, I got the Ninth Doctor, that whole series, and we've been watching it. Has it been good?
It's been better than the 12th one.
Better than the 12th one. What about you, Catherine?
Yeah.
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 We've watched all the way to Dalek, and we watched it last night. Also, I bought for the girls as a wee treat. One of our local charity shops got a whole pile of Doctor Who stuff in.
Ew.
And Charlotte, I think what one did you buy?
Christmas one.
The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe.
Which was really good.
The Doctor, the Widow, and the
Wardrobe.
Yeah,
but
it was a box.
Because the TARDIS, they called it a wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't remember at all, do you?
I kind of do.
And I also got you the Dr. Donna season. And we watched a bit of that even today. That we watched the Ood. Also in the news, Doctor Who news, there's been the announcement of the new Doctor, and the Doctor is going to be Jodie Whittaker, who is she's an actress. She's an actress. I've seen her in one thing, and she was pretty good. It was Attack on the Block or something like that. Attack the Block. It wasn't Doctor Who because she hasn't done.
The 12th Doctor was in the 10th Doctor Who.
Yeah, we watched Fires of Pompeii today. So, as well.
And Amy was in it too.
And
she had like a face paint and a red thing. She looked
had a really weird voice.
And she was...
Well, not a Scottish voice.
And she was
two Scottish actors and they didn't get one. Anyway, what do you think of the fact that the new Doctor is going to be female?
I like it.
I think it's very good.
I'm just like, I like it.
Do you think it's going to change the Doctor?
No.
No.
They'll still like that.
They'll still talk a lot.
Yeah.
And explain a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think...
No, that's a companion's job. What does this do? What does this do?
That's exactly what a companion's for. Exposition.
It's basically a TV viewer in the programme.
Yeah. Point of view character. That's very good, Charlotte. Do you think it will make it into too much of a girly show?
No.
I don't think so. I think it's perfectly fine. It was the time somebody said, you know what, who'd make a good Doctor? It'd be Danny Dyer. And I thought, no, I want a female Doctor then. Danny Dyer, he's in EastEnders when we watches, and he is very mock Cockney or Cockney or whatever. Oh, yeah, all right, going on here. Oh, going on. I just can't imagine the Doctor like that.
I want a girl one because it's always boys, and then it gets really boring because like...
And it's always girl companions as well, so does that mean that this year they're going to have a boy companion?
Rory.
He was really Amy's companion.
Yeah.
Wait, so a companion of the companion.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also, I mean, when I was growing up, Peter Davison, he had boy companions as well, or men companions as well.
They should have a dog companion.
K9.
Done that.
Or a monkey companion.
Do you want to be the companion? Is that it? Okay, dirty looks don't work on audio. On the news, there's been a lot of talk about people who are hating this, who hate the fact there's going to be a girl Doctor. Do you think that's actually true? Do you think there's people who hate that?
No, they just want to be on TV.
I think so as well. I think there's... I went online and tried to find people who didn't want a female Doctor, and I could hardly find anyone. Most people who were against it were against it for the same reason everyone's against, or people are against, a new Doctor. When I was growing up, when the 4th Doctor became the 5th Doctor, he's too young, he can't play the Doctor.
I think the last Doctor was too old.
5th Doctor came to the 6th Doctor. 6th Doctor, he's played a part in Doctor Who before, he can't be the Doctor. 6th to 7th, oh, he's a comedian, he can't play the Doctor. 7th to 8th, oh, he's too good looking. I get that a lot as well.
Over your ball patch.
You're mean. And you're saying the last Doctor was too old, you think? Yeah. But he was probably the same age as the first Doctor.
Yeah, but then they got younger Doctors and they went from like a really young one to a really old one.
Yeah, but that's okay. The Doctor changes. And he's going back to being a young one.
Yes.
Jodie Whittaker, I think she's in her mid-30s. What about the Christmas special? Are we excited about it? With the first Doctor and the 12th Doctor?
Not really.
No, not really. You, Catherine?
Nah.
I remember it used to start when we went back to school.
They change whenever it starts. So it won't be starting when you go back to school because they had this year's series before the summer. So the next episode will be the Christmas one, and then it will probably be after the summer next year that we get the first full episodes with Jodie Whittaker.
So to do a Christmas one, then we have to wait another full year.
Well, 9 months.
That's
so
like
full
3
school
months.
year, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's true. That? That's true. You'll be in second year by the time you get another series of Doctor Who. Wow, year 9. Would that be marvellous? Anyway, we're going to take another break. We'll play another promo, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
See you later, alligator.
Bye.
You like cheap comic books, right? Well, I'm Professor Allen, and I talk about cheap comic books on the Quarterbin Podcast. In every episode, I'll dissect a single comic from my collection, as long as I paid no more than 25 cents for the issue. Forget about $4 new comics that you can read in 4 minutes, or crossover events that can cost $100 to collect. Join me in the Quarterbin, where even bad comics are a bargain, and good ones are a steal. The Quarterbin Podcast is part of the Relatively Geeky Podcast Network. Visit us at relativelygeekypodcast.blogspot.com or search Relatively Geeky or Quarterbin Podcast in iTunes. I guarantee it'll be worth every penny.
Okay, welcome back. This is our last section. We're going to cover a wee bit of feedback and a question that was posed to me. Posed to me. By the way, yes, you two girls posed. By the way, if you want to hear more of me,
No.
I did
And me.
No,
And me.
no, because you two aren't on it. I don't think Professor Allen could have handled the two of you on his. He recently has had his 100th episode of a Quarterbin podcast, and I was on as one of the many guests, and I'm very proud to have been asked on. Ruth and Darren from
TrekTheTalk.com.
were on it as well on a different section. So if you want to go and listen to me there, find the Quarterbin 100 Part 1 at relativelygeekypodcast.blogspot.co.uk, and I'm sure you can find it on iTunes as well. We had a bit of feedback about our last episode. Patrick Delamere said it was cool to hear his name at the top of the show, so you're getting named at the bottom. And he corrected me when he talked about in the last episode in feedback about November 11th, and I thought it was when the Justice League movie came out. But no, he's smarter than me, and he has it because it's Armistice Day, the day the First World War ended. Because Wonder Woman was in the First World War, and I felt pretty dumb. So thank you, Patrick, for getting in touch with us again. Hopefully you're enjoying this show. Say hello to Patrick.
Hello, Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
John, or Uncle John,
Good day, mate.
he asked me a question. He asked me, do dystopian novels like Handmaid's Tale and Station 11, etc., count as science fiction?
What's that?
Well, Handmaid's Tale is actually a book, and it's been made into a TV series. And Station 11 is also a book, and they're a kind of science fiction-y. The problem with that is there's some people out there who are very particular about science fiction. Science fiction has to be things that could happen. Right? Star Wars, not science fiction.
No.
Star Trek, science fiction.
I know.
What?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. So it has to be things that are possible. A possible future that might happen.
Possibility.
A possibility.
Wait, so Star Wars isn't?
Star Wars isn't. It's fantasy. Because there is no force. You know, the force being a...
Well, there is force.
Wait,
the
what
force,
about Mickey
they-
Mouse?
The force, they could be talking about gravity when they say the force, but they just haven't invented the word gravity.
Yes.
And then they channel gravity in through the ground and use it to pull stuff towards them, so they have their own gravity.
So you want
And
gravity?
maybe our own gravity just dulled away and we don't know how to use it. Like chi.
Cheese.
Chi.
Z.
Chi.
Z.
From Kung Fu Panda 3. Chi.
Okay.
What about Mickey Mouse?
Fantasy. It's a 5-foot talking mouse. I hope it's fantasy. I don't want it to be reality. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
I think basically I said to him there, some people think science fiction is a very defined term. Others, it's quite a loose term. And I said this, it's about advances in society. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, for example, would be fantasy. But my advice would be to treat it like you treat people. Don't put them into a category.
Yeah.
Don't say a person is that, therefore they behave like that.
Like, that person's sporty, therefore they have to be all showy offy and blah blah blah.
Yes, and that person's a child, so they have to do things in a silly voice.
It's about the Mickey Mouse thing.
Okay.
There is actually a real Mickey Mouse in Disneyland.
I hate to tell you this.
I know.
I hate to tell you this. See, when we went to Disney that time, it wasn't...
There's a person in a suit who... Maybe... Wait, did they scoop outside somebody?
Did they scoop out...
Scoop out somebody's insides to get in the suit?
You have got a very dark vision of Disney World.
Calvin, you know when they say that Mickey Mouse is going off to get some cheesecake?
Maybe he actually is.
Spoiler alert, they're switching people. So if he starts behaving differently, that's why. It's not the cheesecake.
so
they didn't put, like, I don't know, beer in the cheesecake and he got drunk or something.
Okay. I'm
Let's go back to Disneyland!
I'm getting a wee bit worried about you two. Basically, if you want it to be science fiction, it's science fiction. And if you want it to be fantasy, it's fantasy. It doesn't matter. As long as you don't...
It's a matter of opinion.
It's a matter of opinion, and you don't have to be hard and fast. Just enjoy it.
Opinion?
Because if you enjoy it... You got some Percy Jackson.
Yes.
And it is fantasy.
Okay.
And just enjoy it.
Yep.
Because you don't have to like all fantasy, all science fiction, all comic
books. For the
books.
Greeks, it wouldn't be fantasy because they believed in the Greek gods.
That's true.
What about me?
We believe in you.
We believe in you.
It's like, you said your friend here, it's like, we believe in you.
Okay.
I'm a French person that can make really good cookies.
And you've got a stripy t-shirt.
I think I've lost control here. I think we better finish off.
No, but a black and white stripy t-shirt.
If you would like to get in touch with us, like John or Patrick or any of those other people, you can email us at
mymarksmess@gmail.com
or on Twitter
at Marksmess Podcast at the T,
or on our webpage marksmesspodcast.blogspot.com, or on Facebook page
Marksmess Podcasts.
And thanks to Josh Woodward of joshwoodward.com for the title music. This has been Marksmess Podcast, brought to you by the letter O of geekery for odds and ends. All characters are property of their owners and not us. Next month we will have the letter P. What do you think we'll do P for?
Popular crazes.
Popcorn and pineapple.
What's a
Pizza!
Pizza party! Pizza Pepsi party!
Pajama pizza party!
Wait,
pajama
pizza.
Okay, next time we'll be having... Make sure you have your pajamas on to listen to us with your pizza.
You have pizza and you have to tweet what your favourite topping on pizza is.
Yes, do tell us. Please tell us what your favourite topping of pizza is. How about that?
You think that we would, if we were a pizza us three, what would we each be? What toppings would we be?
What about this? I'll tell you what, why doesn't our listener try and guess favourite topping of pizza is for both Charlotte and Catherine?
Charlotte!
Okay. I think also, just to show you, and I'll tell you what, next month I think we'll have our book report from the comic books I bought you.
Oh no!
So be here next month for that, okay? Bye-bye!